The French Revolution and the rise of liberalism. Pictured is the second and third estates of France sitting upon the first estate. This illustrates the cruel taxation of the lower classes of France to support the upper classes during the time period leading up to the French Revolution. The French Revolution was a period of history that started social and political upheaval on a global scale. The revolution was ignited due to popular hatred of King Louis XVI, who was blamed for the financial crisis that was in play during 1789. He also approved unpopular taxation schemes that clearly favored the upper classes, the nobility and clergy, which effectively ignited what we now know today as the French Revolution. The most agreed upon beginning of the French Revolution is when the peasants stormed and destroyed the Bastille during the summer of 1789. The Bastille was a feudal castle turned prison, which at the time was reflective of the monarchy's power in France. The Bastille was torn down brick from brick. Thus began the lower classes' assault on French royalty. After the Bastille, the women of France took action. The Women's March on Versailles protest effectively forced the royal court back to Paris, and a Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen was published. This effectively abolished feudalism in France, which saw an end to what was known as the Old Regime, and brought about a period where liberalism and the rights of the everyday citizen were fought for. The next few years featured political struggles between various liberal organizations and right-wing supporters of the monarchy. France rapidly transformed into a democratic and secular society with the help of things like the new calendar, which cut out all religious observances. They became a society that allowed freedom of religion, legislation of divorce, decriminalization of same-sex relationships, and gave civil rights to the Jewish and black populations. All this civil unrest led to the rise of one of the greatest figures history would ever see in Napoleon, and would effectively change everything in Europe.